Somerset moved up to 5th in the LV County Championship after completing their second successive victory, defeating Hampshire by 9 wickets with a day to spare at the Aegeus Bowl. Hampshire were in trouble as the third morning of this match began, and they looked to Michael Carberry to add to the overnight total of 41 for 2, which had the home side 158 runs behind after following on. Somerset were held up for 45 minutes by the night watchman James Tomlinson, who was finally dismissed for 5 when Craig Overton found the batsman's edge. There was even better news for the visitors in the next over when Carberry punched a drive off the back foot of Peter Trigo, but only into the hands of Lewis Gregory in the gully. And when Trigo also trapped Liam Dawson in front for 4, a decision not liked by the batsman, an early finish was on the cards, with Hampshire now on 69 for 5. That left them requiring another 130 runs just to make their opponents bat a second time in this match. Whatever the game situation, Adam Wheaton knows of only one way to play, and that is positively. He reeled off a whole number of boundaries to see if such an approach could set Somerset back. They, meanwhile, knew that they just had to be patient. Something Will Smith is always happy to be. He stuck it out until lunch, hardly playing a shot in anger, the break arriving with his side on 143 for 5, now 56 runs behind. Wheater then gave it away on the restart, trying to pull Overton in the afternoon second over, only to be bowled 1 short of his half-century, his runs coming at 1 per ball. Smith battled it out for another 11 overs, but having got to 37, he lofted a drive off Abdur-Rahman and was very well held by a diving Overton at mid-off. Now on 180 for 7, Hampshire still trailed by 19 runs, and it was just a matter of time before they were to complete a third defeat this summer. Gareth Berg, though, has had an excellent match for them, and he was not going to go down without a fight. His 8th 4 had him at a half-century off 68 balls. He'd also top-scored in Hampshire's first innings with 38 and had also taken 4 wickets in Somerset's knock. While his side were heading to a loss, the former Middlesex man can be proud of his efforts in this match. He wasn't done yet either. In the next over, he launched Rahman over long on for a 6, only to lose Danny Briggs at the other end for 15 after 61 runs had been added for the 8th wicket. That made sure that Somerset would have a target to get to, although it wasn't going to be many, after Jackson Bird edged Jim Allenby behind before scoring. So it was now left to Berg to see what he could get. He was recently run out for 99 against Sussex and hasn't scored 100 for 4 years. If the injured Sean Irvine, who'd fractured a finger in the first innings but still came out to bat here in a losing cause, could stick with him, then that wrong could be righted. But on 86, Berg gave Overton his 8th wicket of the match and Michael Bates his 5th catch in it on his return to Southampton. Hampshire were all out at tea for 262. That gave Somerset 4 sessions to get the 64 runs they now needed to complete a second win from 2. Tom Abel, in the form of his young life at the moment, and Marcus Trescothick, a man who must be feeling a lot better about life after the results of the past week, made the majority of those, knocking off all but 7 of them in fact, as the visitors eased towards another important victory. Before that could be ticked off, Trescothick on 35 was LBW to Briggs after misreading the length of this delivery from the spinner. So it was left to Johan Myberg to take his side over the line with this 6 off Dawson. Somerset taking the game with ease with what was their most complete championship performance of the season. They are discovering their form just at the right moment, while Hampshire are starting to slip the other way. After their 9-wicket loss here, they added just 3 points to their overall tally, although that may be more than one of their relegation rivals, Nottinghamshire, getting leads. Somerset claimed 22 points themselves to jump from bottom before last week's games up to 5th in the table, ahead of their next match at home to Sussex a week on Sunday. Hampshire now go to Lords this Sunday.